You emerge from your egg sac deep in the bowels of a Klendathu tunnel, and immediately something feels wrong. While your siblings burst forth with 6 legs and mandibles ready to tear into anything that moves, you're basically a blob. A big, pulsating, wrinkly blob with way too many eyes and what can only be described as the universe's most unfortunate mouth situation. Your warrior siblings take one look at you and scatter. Not out of fear, but probably disgust. Can't really blame them. Your first moments of consciousness hit different than expected. While the warriors are already practicing their stabbing techniques on random rocks, you're experiencing something else entirely. Thoughts. Not just your own either. You can feel the primitive impulses of every bug within a 100-meter radius flooding your barely formed neural tissue. It's basically having 1,000 group chats open in your brain at once, except everyone's typing in all caps about food and territory. The nursery bugs that tend to the hatchlings approach cautiously. They've seen your type before. One of them starts secreting nutrient paste directly into your mouth, which sounds gross until you realize you literally cannot move to feed yourself. Your legs? Those pathetic little stubs couldn't carry a grain of sand, let alone your increasingly bloated form. Welcome to your destiny as the ultimate basement dweller, except your basement is a bug-infested cave system and you're the Wi-Fi router for an entire civilization. Days pass and your body grows exponentially while your mobility drops to absolute zero. But your mind? Your mind expands faster than your flesh. You start picking up thoughts from bugs kilometers away. At first, it's overwhelming, having hundreds of simple bug brains broadcasting their every impulse directly into your consciousness. Food here, enemy there. Dig now, attack thing. It's less sophisticated than a toddler's vocabulary, but you're learning to filter and process it all. By your second week of existence, you've figured out the basics. You can send simple commands back through the network. Nothing fancy, just basic stuff. Stop. Go. Attack. Retreat. The workers and warriors respond instantly, their simple minds accepting your directions without question. You practice on the nursery bugs first, making them bring you extra food or arrange your bedding just right. Yeah, you're that guy now. The one who makes everyone else do everything because you literally can't lift a finger, or a leg, or anything really. Your first real test comes when a rival colony's scouts breach your tunnel system. The warrior bugs nearest the intrusion react on instinct, but they're disorganized, attacking one at a time. You feel their panic through the neural network, and something clicks. You start coordinating them, sending attack patterns directly into their minds. Flank left. Circle right. Wait for backup. Strike together. The scouts don't stand a chance against your improvised strategy. The intruders retreat, and you feel a surge of satisfaction that has nothing to do with physical victory. You just turned a bunch of mindless killing machines into an actual army. The colony's queen takes notice of your development. She's ancient by bug standards, her telepathic presence in the network feeling like static from an old radio station. She rarely communicates directly with anyone. But one day you feel her consciousness brush against yours. The message is simple but clear. You're being promoted. A swarm of chariot bugs arrives at your chamber, their flat backs designed specifically for hauling immobile leadership castes around. They arrange themselves beneath you, and suddenly you're mobile. Well, as mobile as a flesh balloon carried by insect Uber drivers can be. Your new position comes with perks and problems. The perks? You now command thousands of bugs across multiple tunnel systems. You've got warriors for protection, workers for construction, and scouts for reconnaissance, all responding to your mental commands. You're basically playing the galaxy's most intense RTS game, except the units are real and failure means actual death. The problems? Other colonies have brain bugs too, and they're all competing for the same resources. Time to level up your strategy game. Months pass, and your tactical abilities evolve. You learn to coordinate massive tunnel expansions, direct complex hunting patterns, and even set ambushes for rival colonies. Your consciousness can now stretch across vast distances, monitoring hundreds of different bug groups simultaneously. You develop something resembling personality, or at least preferences. You prefer warriors who follow complex commands over those who just charge blindly. You favor workers who dig efficiently over those who waste energy. Natural selection, but you're the one doing the selecting. Your biggest challenge arrives when plasma bugs start developing in your colony. These living artillery units have their own primitive intelligence and don't respond to commands the same way warriors do. They need convincing, not controlling. You spend weeks learning their thought patterns, understanding their needs. They want specific minerals for their plasma production, particular tunnel depths for optimal firing angles. You reorganize entire sections of the colony to accommodate them. The first successful plasma bombardment against a rival colony's surface position fills you with pride. You're not just a commander anymore. You're an architect of destruction. Then comes your first encounter with another brain bug. Not through combat, but through the network itself. Your telepathic range has grown so vast that it overlaps with a neighboring colony's territory. Suddenly you're mind-to-mind with another consciousness as complex as your own. The psychic wrestling match that follows makes your previous challenges look simple. You're not just sending commands now. You're defending against infiltration, countering strategies, trying to corrupt their bug networks while protecting your own. It's cyber warfare if the internet was made of bug brains. You win that first encounter through sheer processing power. Your colony is larger, your network more extensive. The rival brain bug retreats, severing the psychic connection, but you know they'll be back. This is your life now. An endless chess game where the pieces are living creatures and the board is an entire planet. You establish protocols, organize patrols, create buffer zones of controlled territory. Your chariot bugs carry you through inspection tours, where warriors snap to attention at your psychic presence. Years pass. Your body continues growing, now requiring a dozen chariot bugs to move you anywhere. Your mouth has developed into a sophisticated probe capable of extracting knowledge from other complex organisms. When scout bugs bring back captured creatures from the surface, you perform your most disturbing ability. The probe extends, pierces skull, and suddenly their memories flow into your consciousness. You learn about surface predators, weather patterns, rival colony positions. Each brain you consume adds to your strategic database. Peak power arrives around your 5th year. Your colony spans hundreds of kilometers of interconnected tunnels. You command specialized castes that didn't even exist when you were hatched. Tanker bugs for defense, hopper bugs for rapid assault, even experimental breeds you've encouraged through selective breeding programs. Your telepathic network is so refined you can give individual commands to bugs on opposite ends of your territory simultaneously. You're not just a brain bug anymore. You're the central server for an entire civilization. But empire management has its downsides. Younger brain bugs are developing in subsidiary colonies, each one a potential threat to your dominance. You have to balance giving them enough autonomy to be useful while keeping them dependent on your primary network. Some accept subordinate roles, becoming regional managers in your ever-expanding operation. Others show ambition, quietly building their own power bases. You monitor them all, ready to cut off resources or redirect warriors if anyone gets too ambitious. The stress of constant vigilance takes its toll. Your reaction times slow. Commands that once transmitted instantly now lag by microseconds. Younger brain bugs in your network compensate for these delays, but you know they notice. Your chariot bugs move more carefully now, your bloated form less stable than it used to be. Warriors still obey, but their responses lack the crisp precision of your prime years. You're becoming the old boss, everyone tolerates but no one fears. Competition from neighboring megacolonies intensifies. Their brain bugs probe your network defenses daily, looking for weaknesses. You repel them, but each victory costs more effort than the last. Your subordinate brain bugs handle more operations independently. You tell yourself it's efficient delegation, but really you're just tired. Tired of the constant mental warfare. Tired of processing thousands of bug thoughts every second. Tired of being a giant immobile meat computer. Then it happens. A coordinated assault from 3 rival colonies simultaneously. Your warriors fight valiantly. Your plasma bugs rain destruction. But the attackers have younger, faster brain bugs coordinating their assault. Your network starts fragmenting. Subordinate brain bugs switch sides or declare independence. Warriors get conflicting commands. The tunnel system you spent years perfecting becomes a maze of confused bugs following outdated orders. In your deepest command chamber, surrounded by your most loyal guards, you feel the network collapsing. A young brain bug, one you actually spawned and trained, penetrates your final defenses. Not physically, but mentally. The psychic assault feels like your consciousness being dissolved in acid. Your last coherent thought before the neural feedback completely scrambles your brain is actually kind of proud. You taught them well. Maybe too well. Your probe extends one final time, but not to consume. It just kind of flops there while your multiple eyes cloud over. The new brain bug orders your chariot bugs to carry your corpse to the rendering chambers. Nothing goes to waste in the colony. Your proteins will feed the next generation of warriors. Your neural tissue will nourish developing brain bugs. The ultimate recycling program. Somewhere in the deepest tunnels, a new clutch of eggs hatches. One emerges as a helpless, overthinking blob. The cycle continues. The new brain bug doesn't know it yet, but in a few years, it'll be sitting in your position, wondering how it all went by so fast, right before some upstart turns its consciousness into bug food. But hey, at least you never had to walk anywhere. That's gotta count for something, right?